everyone, welcome back to Dimitra's Dishes. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a delicious couscous patty filled with vegetables, and I'm also going to add a little bit of tuna. If you want to keep it vegetarian, just leave it out. Let's go over the ingredients so we can start making them. We're going to need some olive oil, salt, pepper, crushed red pepper flakes, dried oregano, eggs, couscous. We're going to need lots of herbs. I have some fresh dill, parsley, and mint. I also have some scallions, also known as green onions, some bell peppers. I'm using baby bell peppers, but you could use a big red, yellow, or green one. I have a can of tuna, one onion that I've chopped, a little bit of all-purpose flour, a garlic clove, some feta cheese, and a zucchini that I've chopped up. I'm adding some olive oil to a small pan, and to that I'm going to add my onions. I'm just going to season the onions with a little bit of salt and let them cook over medium heat for about 8 minutes or until they're soft and golden. It's going to take about 8 to 10 minutes. So to my uncooked dry couscous, and couscous is just little baby grains of pasta. I'm just going to add some water that I've boiled. You could use vegetable stock or chicken stock instead. And make sure to season it with a little bit of salt and some black pepper, and I'm just going to leave it alone to absorb the liquid. The onions are soft and golden. Now I'm going to add the zucchini and the bell peppers, and I'm going to season with some salt, a little bit of oregano, some black pepper, and some crushed red pepper flakes, and I'm going to grate a garlic clove in here. I'm going to mix this all up and cook them until the vegetables are nice and soft. While the vegetables are cooking, go ahead and finely chop your herbs. Once the vegetables are softened, it takes about 8 to 10 minutes, or even less actually, on medium-high heat. We're going to add the scallions and just cook them through about 2 to 3 minutes, just until they soften a little bit. Now we're just going to add the vegetables to the couscous. Now to this you could also add some spinach, maybe about 1 or 2 cups of spinach. Just cook it at the end with the scallions until it cooks down, until it wilts down actually. You can saute mushrooms and add it. Really whatever your favorite vegetables are, you can put them in here, eggplant. Just mix this all up. But before we mix, we're going to add our herbs. And when the herbs hit those hot vegetables and the couscous, it smells so nice, smells like summer. Now just like this all by itself is a delicious salad. You can serve it as is, as a side to really any main course. You can stuff this in vegetables. I mean, you could do a million things with it, but we're going to turn this into patties. Before we do that, I'm going to go in and give it a taste, and I'm going to season it with a little more salt and pepper. And I'm going to crumble in the feta cheese. And then you can leave it like this and add the eggs with the flour to bind it, or go ahead and add 1 can of tuna fish and go in and break it up with your hands so that way the fish can just spread out all over. If you have some leftover chicken, like baked chicken or roasted chicken, you can do that instead of the fish. Salmon is great. Taste it one last time to see if it needs any more seasoning. You guys all ready? This is so good. And of course you can go in and add another can of tuna fish or whatever meat you're using. That would be totally fine. But for me, this is perfect just as is. Beat the 2 eggs. These are 2 whole eggs. Add them in with the flour and mix this all up until everything is combined. Now using a 1/4 cup measuring cup, you can form the patties. Just press them together and form them into a little circle. Now over medium-high heat, I like to use a cast iron skillet for this because it retains heat. Put some oil in there and go ahead and fry the patties until they're golden on each side. That should take about 3 to 4 minutes per side. And make sure you don't try to flip them before they're golden, because then they're going to fall apart. Once they're ready and golden on both sides, go ahead and strain them on a tray lined with paper towels so that we can catch all the excess oil. Then go ahead and continue frying them. If you're not using them all, you can store them in the freezer until they're nice and set. The couscous patties are ready. I like to serve them with some tzatziki sauce, but you can definitely serve them with red pepper sauce, with tahini sauce, some sriracha sauce, or whatever your favorite dips are. Now, you can make them all at the same time. You could double up the batch and then freeze them. So the way you would freeze them is before frying them, just set them on baking trays and freeze them, put them in the freezer until they're nice and set and frozen, and then store them into freezer-safe Ziploc bags or something like that until you're ready to fry them. They fry up in no time. You can roll these into little meatball size servings if you'd like and serve them like that. They're great as a first course or as an appetizer or with a nice salad. I'm gonna go in and give these a taste. Delicious. It has all the flavors of summer. All the flavors come together and they're really nice and refreshing. The recipe, as always, is on the website www.dimitrasdishes.com. Go on over there and print it out. The link is in the description box down below. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me today. I'll see you all next time. Yes, us.